Another dark log from the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. Hi guys, how we doing this morning? 5:04 in the morning, West Coast time, about the 11th of March 2026. It's Thursday, I think? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I've been talking a lot about my personal stuff. There may be changes happening to my channel. More. Until I get this damn email system fixed, I may be switching videos over to another alternate channel. And just to get those things working. There is another channel out there that I created. There's two of them. The first original is Diary of a Griever, named John Weaver, putting the letter A in there. But there's also another Diary of the Griever, THE in there, named John Weaver. So I may be doing continuing videos on that channel as well, till I get this email situation fixed. It's a weird thing. When you're doing Google, it's weird. Not to mention, one of the things I have to go through is my school, and I got to contact these guys to get my email system fixed. My links to it. So I can continue doing my original Diary of a Griever channel, instead of doing a Diary of the Griever, which is on an alternate channel. So I may be posting a lot of other videos on that channel, just to let you know. It's crazy, I know. But welcome to the wonderful world of internet technology and everything else going hell in a handbasket. And that being said, at this point, let's get on with the stuff that I was trying to avoid like crazy, the politics. I'm dealing with my own medical stuff, but I'll tell about that at the end of it. Okay, so Hegseth has an issue with this narcissism. If you can't do a flattering picture about Hegseth, don't take a picture at all. Hegseth has kicked out photographers, the press photography, from the White House, not the White House, but the Pentagon. The Wall Department. Because Hegseth is being put into a negative light, and he doesn't like all the ridiculous pictures that keep popping up. So if you can't take a nice picture about him, don't take one at all. And in that situation, what he's going to do to us is just give us a bit of a pain in the ass, isn't he? And then there's Iran that Trump started. Trump started this shit. He started it last year, now he's continuing it this year. Iran had threatened California. Well, this got to be fun. Yeah, this has got to be fun right here. I got to put this down. Take out the power cord. Hey, yeah. I have to do it this way. Sorry, guys. It's a weird angle. I know. Sorry about this. So, California is in a unique position in the United States. Okay? We have a natural defense called the Pacific Ocean. We also have a landmass on our east side that protects us from anything else happening coming from anywhere else. We have the continent. We have the country of Canada right above our ass. We have Mexico on our southern borders. If anything's going to be threatening the state, my home state of California, where are you coming from, threat? We're talking about a drone strike. Now, Iran's got these short to medium range drones. Okay? They're able to hit the neighboring countries surrounding Iran. And they have been. They've been hitting bases all over the place. But hitting California requires a long range UAV. Those kind of devices we would create in our own factories once we have the parts and everything else for them. That would go from point A to point B. But Iran never developed that kind of technology that we know of so far. So California would not be able to get hit by Iran through its short range. Only if it actually developed a long-range drone. And if it did, we would have known about it. The United States would have known about it. Now, because of the dismantling of the intelligence community by Donald Trump last year and this year, there's no way for us to know. But the experts are saying that there's no way in hell. Well, said before, we are protected. We are protected. If they are going to hit California, I think I would have to do a separate video on this one here. I think I will. This way I'll be able to describe it to you guys, what's going on. So, let me get onto that one and find out through Google Maps just how screwed up this whole scenario is. Now, back to Hegseth. Hegseth is a narcissist. He's just as bad as Trump. He's a warmonger. He's a podcaster. The asshole was on Fox News, but he had never had military training until he got the position that Trump put him in. So if you're not playing nice with the Trump administration in any way, shape, or form, they'll find some way to badmouth your ass. And the ultimate badmouth is to kick out the photography out of the press corps. Well, they only want positive images of their leaders. And that would be Hegseth not doing any pictures of being drunk and stupid and having Nazism on his body. Fascist crap. And the way he keeps telling, actually last year and this year, the Pentagon of how they should be conducting a war, according to him. Oh boy. That was the reason why we had the Unified Military Code of Justice. Because every branch of the military is following by the Code of Justice. Guidelines, rules, regulations on how a soldier is supposed to behave, act, and follow the laws of the Constitution of the United States and every other law we've got internationally as well. We've got countries out there who are observing us. Some of them are downright blasting at us of what we screwed up because we broke international laws and treaties. We did. Trump's not through yet with the pacification of his own world. He still wants to attack Cuba. What the hell's going on with this asshole? I have no clue. Wouldn't be surprised if we had the Organization of American States rise up against us. But the problem is, those guys came over to Mar-a-Lago to get this kind of Shield of America, or Shields of America, or something like that kind of bullshit, where the disgraced Kristi Noem is now going to be leading it, representing the United States. She couldn't do Department of Homeland Security screw people over left and right by tormenting and hassling and kidnapping, pilfering, pillaging, and plundering, and murdering. Now she gets to do it for the Organization of American States. Oh boy. The Organization of American States is the Latin countries from the United States all the way down to the tip of South America and the Caribbean island nations. That's how far it extends. We live in a small planet in the universe, and yet we have to do this shit to ourselves. We're nuts. We are absolutely losing our damn minds. If we actually had a global catastrophe happen, you know what Trump would, and the others would do? Blame Democrats for it. I gotta laugh at the damn thing. I'm sorry, guys. Because at this point, Trump and the others are still blaming others for their own failures, mistakes, and decisions. Whether Lindsey Graham or Ted Cruz, one of those two idiots, are blaming the Democrats for everything. And they blamed previous administrations for our situation in Iran. Or was it also Trump doing the same damn bellowing? Bellowing and proselytizing and complaining. And it's always been the Democrats that got us into trouble. No, assholes, it wasn't. Because we got ourselves into a war of the 20th century. Later half of the 20th century. By the act of going into Iraq to kick out Saddam Hussein. At least we had coalition forces and countries to agree with us back in the 90s to keep Saddam Hussein from conquering any more territory. He took over Kuwait, took over the oil fields, and he got placed afterwards in a timeout situation, but he still built up his forces nevertheless. What was going on with him afterwards? Oh, let's see. No-fly zone, but he was going after Kurds anyway. Still trying to do his chemical weapon shit. But we never could quite prove it if he was going to be doing the chemical weapons to a point where September 11th hit and Saddam was trying to do more attacks on people. We attacked Iraq to remove Saddam from power. We were doing it under the thought that he had chemical weapons of mass destruction. He didn't. He didn't. They thought. That's what they got with doing for their own thinking. And this is Republican thinking, by the way. If they wanted to go back further in time on that one, did they want a World War I or World War II? Because, I don't know, we may have had Democrats during those times. But we also had our own territory or our own ships getting attacked, and we got involved. Let's see, World War I, we had ships involved, not territory. World War II, we had territory and ships. Korean War was a United Nations situation there. And Vietnam was totally America. We had gotten ourselves involved in that shit. A lot of history that we've got ourselves screwed over. But people forget history. That's why we have history books, but people don't like to read history books. Put them on YouTube. They don't want to listen to it. Why? Because they're too damn lazy. And they don't want to give a shit about it. But the later half of the 20th century, it was the Republicans that got us into war. One may have been righteous enough to keep an asshole out of office, out of territory. But then September 11th really changed things when we had George Bush already won the election, and now he put us into a war footing because of the response of what happened to 9/11. But we already had situations building up to that point. And after that, we had 8 years of war, and then we tried to get the hell out of it. And still had it going, and still hunting for a lunatic that started the whole shit with us from September 11th. We found the bastard, killed the bastard, buried him in the sea somewhere. And then tried to get out when we could. The economies were getting fluctuated every time the Republicans got in office. They spent. Cut back so they can spend more on their own damn selves. Not on social programs. They hated social programs. Money from social programs is money out of their own damn fucking pockets. We get one character in there who's supposed to have been a Democrat, but really is really an asshole. He's the same asshole we've got in charge right now. who's gotten us into a war situation from last year to this year. And he's blaming everybody for it. And not his own damn actions. His own party is not knowing what the fuck they're doing. So it's a muck and mire for this one. It really is. We're going to ask ourselves how we get out of this shit. Yeah. Theoretically, we're putting the hopes on midterms. Democrats wrestle power away from the Republicans. Maybe. But we keep forgetting that Trump still got, still trying to control everything, including the elections. He's not going to bite. He's going to bark like crazy. He's going to blame people left and right. And he's going to get us more into a war situation without him realizing it, that we have caused this shit to ourselves. We have. We just hadn't gotten out of that damn thing yet. And are we going to be doing that? We already disgraced ourselves with every damn ally we've got and every damn friend out there, so I don't know if we got any more out there for the international community. We tried to make war with everybody in one form or another. We have narcissism running throughout our entire government system. From the legislative to the executive branch, and maybe up to the Supreme Court is possible. There have been talk among the independents out there, also on posters on different social platforms, that they want to abolish the Constitution. Abolish it. Because they think it's outdated. We're going to be celebrating an anniversary of 250 years because of the Constitution. Because of what we've done to create a nation of our own. And we ain't doing a very good job at it either. But the country is imperfect as hell, and it's supposed to grow, despite the fact we may mutate into something else. Trump still wants trademark of the 250 year. That's nothing to trademark. He's trying to put his name on everything and everything in history. He wants to make sure that the name Trump is going to be universal. Might as well put a trademark on the planet. Can't do that, can he? World of Trump. And the many nations will bow to this asshole? But this is what we've got, guys. So what are we going to do about it? That being said,